Ruthless truth, yeah, ruthless truth. Get down, it could go bad for you. Hit like, comment, subscribe, you know what to do. Be cool, city lights shining so bright. Fine dining nights feels right. Flights to places far from sight. Get right, ruthless truth, yeah, ruthless truth. Get down, it could go bad for you. In the city where we move, stay cool. Underneath the neon glow, life is fast but take it slow. Every moment like a show. Let's go. Dancing through the night, we got energy flows we can't hide. Feel alive, we outside. Moments fleeting but we shine. In this rhythm we align. Time flies. Moments fleeting but we shine. In this rhythm we align. Time flies. Ruthless reading but we shine. In this rhythm we align. Time flies. Truth, yeah, ruthless truth. Get down, it good bad for you. In the city where we move, stay cool. Stay cool.
Hey, nobody bigger than the program.
What's up, YouTube? Top of the morning. So today is a good conversation to have, right? Just a good conversation to explore. Why don't men listen to women? Do they want to believe the lie? That's the topic. And the reason why I came up with that topic, because I noticed in these spaces when the women come up and say they want men with money or they want certain things from men, the men will argue with them about, well, that's not what women are supposed to do. And this is not what y'all supposed to do. They don't even listen. They just try to fit these women into this box, right? It's like they're almost just ignoring the women saying that they want to be a certain way, right? They want to be alpha female. They want to be, they're looking for, this type of man. They don't want leaders, right? But yet men keep preaching men are the leaders, right? Men are the leaders, this and that. But the women are not accepted applications of that type of man. Women are saying they love their independence. Women said they love their freedom or their autonomy. And men are saying you belong under the thumbnail of a man. Women say they don't need men. Men are saying to women, you need men. The debate with the women, well, what you bring to the table? And then the women say, myself. And then the bottom line is, men don't want to believe that women are savage like us. Like, we don't want to believe it. We don't want to believe that women are gold diggers. We don't want to believe that women love being 304s. We don't want to believe it. We men are still holding on to a tradition of the way women once pretended to be. The women back in the day used to pretend to be certain ways, to get things. They used to play a role, a certain role, then they get it, then they would turn up. Now women are upfront and they're honest about what they want. That's the difference. And men, we're still fighting this. It's almost like we want to believe the lie. Men want to find a woman they can take care of, but don't want to be used. That's the delusion. Oh, I'm a provider. I'm looking to be a provider, right? We're not looking for a woman to take care of us, right? Oh, I'm a provider, but then When you find out she's a gold digger, you get, oh, no, that's not what I was looking for. Women have always been users and takers, and they haven't changed. They will always be that way until they die. Women are beneficiaries. They benefit from men. But we want to fight. We want to fight this truth. We want to believe the lie. Oh, we want to believe she loved us for our character and our personality. Right? We want to believe that she loves us genuinely from the bottom of her heart. We want to believe that she loves us from the bottom of her heart. We don't want to believe that she's selfish or self-centered, egotistical. We don't want to believe that she's a cheater, a liar. We don't want to believe it. Oh, they're good women. They're good women out here. But the numbers are saying differently. We can't handle the truth. We really don't. And women have to come up here right? Women have to come up here and tell men, yo, dude, I am a gold digger. I don't give a fuck about you. Well, you didn't have good parents. You just don't know what a family looks like. You don't know what a good family looks like because you didn't have your dad in the house. You didn't have the proper information on you didn't raise to be a wife. So we make excuses. Men make excuses for women all the time. We excuse their behaviors. We believe that, with the right man, if she finds the right man, that she'll be submissive, that she'll be a different person. Or she'll be this way for the man she really wants. Oh, she'll acquiesce for the man she really likes. And we as men we don't want to embrace that women are savage. We want to believe that she's not using us. She's not my wife. My wife ain't using me. My wife ain't using me for my money. But you're constantly paying for shopping sprees. You're paying the rent. Your money is both of you guys' money, and her money's her money. And this is the reality of 2026. Women they're asking and not giving back. They're not even reciprocating the free shit anymore. Love, run your bath water, iron your clothes, pick up your clothes from the dry cleaning, set your appointments for you. Women aren't even doing this anymore. Because they feel entitled to what they feel entitled to. And they don't need a man. They'll take a man, but that man is expendable to them. And men don't want to accept this reality. They don't want to accept it. Men don't want to embrace the modern woman. They're fighting the inevitability of what women are evolving to. That's what's happening here. They're fighting the inevitability. And that's where to keep these arguments and these big disagreements keeps happening. Men are trying to bring women back because they believe that if you keep talking to them and you keep arguing with them, that they will go back in the house. They will become once again good women what they was before. That they will start with the nuclear family, get the nuclear family back going. And this is what men truly believe. They believe that women, if given the right set of circumstances, will give up her autonomy. And this is a part of the illusion. Men think they should be controlling women. Like women are going to let that go down. Like that's possible. Oh, man, the man needs to have say over this. Women need to listen to man's instructions. That's what men think. But the reality and the truth of the matter is, women are doing what they feel is best for them. Women are living their best lives, regardless of what men say or don't say. Women love their independence. Women love their autonomy. Women love feeling free. Women love to be or feel like they're in control. And men need to accept that women don't respect them and women will always neglect them. Men need to understand that women are not the juice worth they squeeze. We have to understand that women are going to be the women no matter what we do. Women are going to be the person that they subscribe to, regardless of what the man is. Women are independent of men. They always have been, and they always will be. But we keep fighting and arguing with these women about their truth. But yet, when you look at the numbers, women are leaving men at an astronomical rate. Seems that men and women, they can't get together or can't stay together because they don't get along. And the fact of the matter is, if you think these women are going to really care about men's well-being when it comes before their happiness, you're delusional. Even my boy Poppy, he thinks, oh, Ruthless, women don't care about money. Women don't know what they want. Women know exactly what they want. Now, is it the best for them? I'm not gonna say that. But it doesn't matter. They want what they want. They are who they are, and they want what they want. Women are who they are, and they want what they want. And the standards is, America has afforded women a right to be living her freedom. So unless you're going to change the government system, which is not going to happen, you have to accept the reality that women are not going back to the house. Women are going to continue to grow as independent can be. And save your breath, save your time. Because arguing with women about what they want and what they subscribe to or what they should be is a waste of time. Women don't listen to men. Women don't want leaders. Women want the same amount of power as a man. But yet we want to argue with them about that. We want to go back and forth with them for hours on panels and keep on bringing up scenario after scenario after scenario. And these women are changing, and I say, oh, okay, let's meet in the middle. No, we don't want to. We want to tell them what they should be doing, and they're telling us what they're gonna do. And let's keep it real. They have an independent mindset, and they're going to exercise this option at all costs. Let me give you an example. Let's just say America passes a law right now saying women can't divorce anymore. Do you know what type of protest and type of eruption that would be in this country? You see what happened when the federal government passed the abortion laws. Women were protesting, women were screaming, women were crying. And they still hate Trump for that. But doesn't matter. Trump don't care. And he's still president. I mean, women don't run the world. I'll tell you that. They don't run the world. But they are winning this gender war because men are divided amongst themselves. We don't know, or we don't agree on how we should interact with our women, while the women, are doing what they want to do and manipulate and integrate and insert their ideology of feminism. And that's what they do. So they're going to watch a video and we have to be careful, right, when we're arguing with these women, because you got to listen to them. Just listen to them. They'll tell you everything you want. And that, to me, listen to what a woman telling me is, to me, very valuable. Because it's called information. It's called information, my friend. And you have to listen. Women are going to tell you everything. If you just talk to them, ask them the right questions and tell them, so what do you think? How do you think? And they're going to tell you. And then you go from there. And you just take notes and move accordingly. But you coming in telling them what is the right way or the best way is a waste of time. right? Women love their new toy. They got that power, which they think they got, or they feel they got, and they're not giving it up anytime soon. So let's get into the video. This is Trigger Mike. Trigger Mike's up here trying to, I don't know what Trigger Mike doing, but he's trying to sell these guys on this, and it's not working.
This is going to sound corny as hell, but the truth actually does always prevail. The reason is that after you've told the truth, you have to live by it. And men lose when they validate the lie. Simps validate the lies. So that's why it looks like a man can lose everything. But I got to disagree with your position, Ali, because if a woman is able to repeatedly get another you, that means that there are no consequences in life for your actions. That is not how that works at all. Women lose value with every deceptive and manipulative action they take. It is something that can be seen. You might not see it outwardly, but her father might see it. Her mama might see it. And even her friends see it. This is why my wife is the one that said this. She was like, she hates when her friends always tell her something like, yeah, I was going to tell you, but that's why women do that. They should have told you the truth a long time ago, but out of fear that you might not take it the right way, they kept it to themselves. A woman cannot live a lie that long and go and fail upwardly. She will become victim of her own downfall.
Nobody's disagreeing with that.
Because of these actions,
That's what I'm saying.
This is the important part. So now we have seen systemically the behavior women have enacted since the 1960s, and because of that, they are losing the battle in several ways. The children of these women do not rock with them. You ostracized me from you sequestered me from my father. You told me he was messed up when he was really cool. Because you did not provide a loving, stable household for me, I'm not going to do it for you in your old age. Like, you see what I'm saying? You got women dying. They say that it's happening in South Korea, Japan. Women dying because their children don't mess with them. You have hospices saying nobody's coming to pick up belongings. They will suffer. They will suffer for these actions. It's just going to take longer than we actually think.
Go ahead, my brother.
Again, I hear what y'all saying, Big Father. I'm not even arguing y'all point. What I'm saying is, at the base of that, doesn't everybody understand that already?
Yes.
Doesn't everybody understand that already?
Yes, sir.
Right? Listen to what I'm saying. In the marriage, just what you said. I understand that if I don't keep up my point and my wife, she can change at any time, 25 years at any time, and she can get up and go, right? I knew that before I got in it. It didn't have to get said. It didn't have to get clarified. We grown people, right? So what I'm saying is, I ain't saying you got a lot of kick it. I'm saying it shouldn't have to be said. It should be known as an adult. Look at my man. He's handsome. He doing his thing. I fuck with him. It's a potential that some other woman might want to get him some.
They be trying to avoid that though. That's why I be feeling like women subconsciously, when they get into relationships, try to stop the man from being successful because they subconsciously know more success means more women.
Damn, that's deep.
But then that puts into the scope of everything. That's why they act the way they do once they get money, right? Because they believe being able to have sexual access to the partners they want is a sign of success.
But my point was my bad, Rick. My point, but the only thing I was pointing out with Trigger Mike, I was just saying that it's not about telling a woman the truth of a lie. We was just talking about their nature, and that's why Ali reiterated what he said to Big Polly, because we weren't talking about not telling a woman the truth or not. We're talking about the nature of a woman, and that was a whole different discussion.
Right. And we keep saying they have autonomy. We keep saying they have autonomy over their body, and we do the very same thing that they keep doing to us, and we keep saying that it's the man's fault. It's because a man
and it's a culture problem.
Hold on, let me land real quick.
My bad.
That woman, just like y'all said, a woman does you a favor, a man does you a favor, he can smash your woman. If that's what he keeps clinging to, if that's who she keeps supporting, if that's who she keeps listening to, if that's the type of man she wants to entertain, that it's demonstrating what type of woman she already is. It got nothing to do with us. So if she'd rather pick the enabler and the simp over a good righteous man or a domineering man, there's nothing you can do about it when the women in their type and they're mentally, they've already created in their mind what type of man they want. They're the problem. If you have a selection of men who are mostly moving and operating in righteousness, and the only way they can get a lot of sex now or connection to a woman is to lie to them, they are setting the market. Because they already told you they're going to have sex with whoever they want to have sex with. You cannot tell men not to have sex with women once she wants to have sex, when that's what it's in our nature, is to get sex from a woman and demonstrate your value. How do we blame a man for having sex with a woman when she's the one giving the cat up? So as long as she's giving it up before marriage, as long as she's not making anybody work for it, as long as she's operating in the way that she operates, hold her to the fire. She's leading the society now because she's choosing to sexualize society instead of making it righteous. So if men are having a lot of sex, don't blame it on the man if she has autonomy over her body as well too. We can't be blaming the panderers and the simps because they lying to her to get sex, just like a lot of men may do. And I tell men now, do what benefits you. If doing what benefits you is not getting you a family, it's telling you what type of woman they are. Because when a man does what benefits him, he creates a family. When a woman does what's in her best interest, she destroys a family. That's the difference. So once she start doing what's in the best interest of a man, we'll have families. But as long as she's doing what's in the best interest of her, we're going to lose families.
No, well, I mean,
you're supposed to do what's best for you as a man. And when you do what's best for you as a man, it's going to create nations. It's going to build. You're going to create, and you're going to have children. You're going to flourish. That's what.
No. We agree on that. My only thing is that a woman is not doing what's in her best interest by screwing us over. She's doing what she believes is her best interest. That's
screwing us over. Women don't care who they blow up along the way, long as their happiness is secure.
Perpetual listening to the serpent in her ear.
Yes,
she failed. That was my point. She failed.
Hold on, Trigger Mike.
Yeah.
Without playing semantics and losing each other, right? I agree with you 100%, right? But it's still her. You don't think she knows she burning her whole. Hey, Trigger Mike, you don't think these women know they giving up their children? You don't think they know they breaking up families? You don't think she knows she giving up her body 20 times? It ain't no.
But we remember, we're talking about
last one. You got it. Last one. You got it. I believe your perspective right now, and you still haven't changed it, is the problem, to where we still giving them grace as if they're good women. They know exactly what they're doing. It's not they don't know what they're doing. They are horrible people. Yeah. If you are a deadbeat, if you are putting your hands on people, if you are deleting people, they put labels on you. What we do in society is we give women understanding because how we always believe them to be, and we put labels on men because how we believe men to be, because the way society has changed our perspectives on how we view men and women. These are horrible. Most of these people are horrible people till they prove it different. So you have to treat a woman accordingly. You treat her like a thought. You treat her like a thought until she shows you she's a wife.
So we don't actually disagree, and I'm not actually giving women grace. It's just, maybe it's just semantics in the way that we think, like what came first, chicken or the egg type situation, right? Because when I'm looking at it, like who is going to change it? Maybe that's where I'm looking at it from. And the reason I called the serpent is because the men validate the lie. It all stops. Women only do what men tolerate. Men
don't validate the lie. Men become the lie to get access. They don't validate it. The woman is the one that validates it already before the man is even able to approach. Women understand what they want, and whether it's good or bad, they don't care. They want it.
Wait, what make y'all think Satan was a dude?
I think it was a girl. Shit. I think Lucifer is a girl. I always
God! I mean, she had two men telling her what to do. We're made out of God's form, right? So God looks like a man. We're men. She had two men telling her what not to do, but a snake came along, was able to put something in her ear. Don't women see things from their own perspective? Don't they project? So who would be easier to convince her to do something that two men didn't do? Another man or another woman?
Oh, shit. It's that right there. That's a good.
Who can get your girl to do something when you can't? When she hard-headed, her girlfriend, her mama,
Shit like that.
Amen.
Shit like that. Shit like that.
He landed that plane in the ocean like Scully. Go ahead, keep going.
Like I said, they validate the lie, and they validate their delusions.
I don't know, but do women listen to other women more? I don't know, but I do agree though that. But once again, you know, you have to accept women for what they are. They're evil. They're incapable of love. They're gold diggers. The 304s. They're liars, cheaters, all of the above, right? And that's just who they are. But the men on the panel are going to tell you there's a good woman out there. You keep looking. Just keep looking. Keep looking, nigga. There's a good woman out there for you. Keep on looking, nigga. But the numbers are showing different. What the reality is versus what people believe are two different things. And us men have to understand that women are who they are regardless of us. Now, can women be easily influenced? Yes. Because already in their mind, they have the story, they have this things the way they see it, right? The thing they think is good for them or better for them. But all you can do is only one, two things you can do. You can agree with it, or she's going to leave you. If you disagree with it, then there's going to be a problem. It's going to be a problem. It's going to be a problem. Because once a woman believes something is the truth in her mind, regardless of whether she has physical evidence, regardless of whether it's unhealthy or healthy, it doesn't matter. She is going to lean into that. She's going to lean into it. And she's going to invest in it. And then she's going to marinate in it, even though it might be a lie. Because she feels it's the truth, because she feels it helps her to get a grip on things, these women will continue to be a problem. And that's why I'm anti-marriage, because you can't control that. You cannot deal with that in a long-term space, healthy-wise. I just don't believe that a woman can have a healthy relationship. I don't believe they can cultivate it, at least for a long time. So, can a woman be a gold digger? Yeah. So can she play a role? Can a woman play a role and pretend that she loves you to get the money and the lifestyle and you acquiesce to her? Yes. But is it healthy? That's the question. And this is why these divorce rates are high, right? This is why women and men constantly leave each other, because it's very difficult to maintain a level of, I would say, togetherness, of happiness, right? It's just hard. And the women aren't going for it. And the men, we're just trying to figure out how to make it work. The women are trying to figure out how they can make you fit. Right? And the only way they can make men, we trying to figure out how to, okay, so maybe I need to do this differently. Maybe I should say it like this, get it different and try to get the outcome. But women are trying to say, you need to fit this prototype. you need to be like this to me for me to continue to deal with you. And it's kind of coming from two different angles. Now, some men figure it out. A lot of men figure it out. They acquiesce. They cater to the woman. And, continue to try to make her feel validated to keep the relationship going. Because if they be honest with her and tell her that the things she don't want to hear, they understand she will leave. And she will get another man to replace them. See, women look at life as their happiness is most important. And the only way that a man can be of service to them is to continue to improve that happiness, to continue to fill the void. And that is enslavement. That's an enslavement to her emotions. And that's impossible. So typically, if you're in a relationship past 2 or 3 years and it's lasting, you have to give in. You have to give in to her. And that's the only way it's going to work. So here we have a lady that comes on the panel and she talks about her position as a alpha female. And she tells how she likes her men, right? She likes her men weaker because she likes to dominate them. Yeah. And these guys are having a struggle with accepting this truth, her truth.
Are we here now? Are we good?
Can you hear us?
TV's off.
Okay, can you hear us now?
I can absolutely hear you.
Okay.
I'm not going to go back on nothing I said. I'm not upset about losing my son's father. I'm mad that we don't have a complete family, of course, because we were about to get married and all this stuff, et cetera, et cetera. Okay, he wasn't, and I'm going to get probably messed up for this too, but he wasn't strong enough for me because I tried to make this man, which is not my job, but I tried to make him be a man. Why am I doing that? I tried to make him feel like a man. I didn't beat him down. I didn't.
Once again, men, we try to make things work, right? By adapting, evolving. Women, they try to make men fit into the mold they want them to fit in. And if that man doesn't fit that mold to specifications, she gets rid of it. Men, we try to adapt and try to, so we try to get in tune with the woman but men, we display this by our actions, right? Pay bills, have great sex, listen with in the conversations, and boom, we're good. We feel like, okay, that's enough. Bam, that's everything I signed up for. Where the women are trying to get us to fit in their idea man, and they don't really necessarily like the way we are already, but they look at us as projects, right? Okay, maybe he'll change later. So yeah, women try to change men and make them fit into this mold that they want them in. That's what women do.
Talk shit to him. I wasn't fighting over the toilet with him like you guys said. I wasn't doing none of that. I'm very feminine as well. So, I had a mom. I just was raised by 4 different men as well, like who were in my ear, if that makes sense. But I'm never saying that I'm beating a man down or talking shit to a black man or making him feel like he's too emotional. I said my son's father was emotional when I first met him, and I still had a baby with him. We still were engaged to get married. Both of our families loved us together, but it was something missing for me. So even when he went and had kids by that woman, I was not mad at him. I wasn't mad. I went to the girl's house. I told him to take me to the girl's house because I knew her. She wanted what I had. I told him, take me over there. He took me over there. I had a conversation with both of them, and I said, y'all belong together. This is what you need. This is the kind of woman you need, somebody that you're stronger than, so you don't feel less than because I make you feel less than, if that's what I do. That's what you need.
So two questions.
Okay.
Number one, what was good about him?
His sensitivity, I loved it, because the men that I date are not like that. So I liked his emotional side. I didn't say I didn't like that. I didn't say I didn't like it. I just said it was too much of it.
What was good about him outside of that? What was something tangible?
Because he took care of me. He took care of my heart. He took care of my feelings. He was an emotional disconnect from. I didn't have to be so hard with him. Not saying I didn't have to lead still. I had to lead the household still. I still had to take care of all the business. I still had to keep the money coming in the house. I still had to do the shit that a man is supposed to do. But the reason I stayed with him is because he made me, when I came home, food was cooked.
So this is why we don't believe women, and why still don't believe you, right? All y'all, you say you are alpha woman, right?
I could put my son's father on here right now because he loves me.
No. I'm not talking about you, man. I'm talking about you. You said you are alpha woman.
And once again, he doesn't want to accept her truth. We don't believe you. We want to believe the lie. That's what men want to do. We want to believe the lie. Listen to Ali. She's telling him, let's go back over it. She's explaining to him her relationship status or what goes on in their home, they're breaking up, whatever. And Ali doesn't want to believe her because he thinks for some reason that, he has this idea in his head that, this is the way women are supposed to be. You're lying to me. But the fact is she's telling you her truth.
In my ear, if that makes sense. But I'm never saying that I'm beating a man down or talking shit to a black man or making him feel like he's too emotional. I said my son's father was emotional when I first met him, and I still had a baby with him. We still were engaged to get married. Both of our families loved us together, but it was something missing for me. So even when he went and had kids by that woman, I was not mad at him. I wasn't mad. I went to the girl's house. I told him to take me to the girl's house because I knew her. She wanted what I had. I told him to take me over there. He took me over there. I had a conversation with both of them, and I said, y'all belong together. This is what you need. This is the kind of woman you need, somebody that you're stronger than, so you don't feel less than because I make you feel less than, if that's what I do. That's what you need.
So two questions.
Okay.
Number one, what was good about him?
His sensitivity, I loved it, because the men that I date are not like that. So I liked his emotional side. I didn't say I didn't like that. I didn't say I didn't like it. I just said it was too much of it.
What was good about him outside of that? What was something tangible?
Because he took care of me. He took care of my heart. He took care of my feelings. He was an emotional disconnect from. I didn't have to be so hard with him. Not saying I didn't have to lead still. I had to lead the household still. I still had to take care of all the business. I still had to keep the money coming in the house. I still had to do the shit that a man is supposed to do. But the reason I stayed with him is because he made me, when I came home, food was cooked.
So this is why we don't believe women, and why still don't believe you, right? All y'all, you say you are alpha woman, right?
I could put my son's father on here right now because he loves me.
No. I'm not talking about you, man. I'm talking about you. You said you are alpha woman. You can take care of everything, right?
Yeah.
So your relationship should have been perfectly fine.
It would have been. Why if I would have tried harder.
Why you still got to provide? Why you still got to do all these things when you're the alpha woman?
He didn't have to.
And right there, he's not listening. He didn't listen. He's asking, well, why does he have to provide? She never said he had to provide. Right? And this is, once again, men don't listen to women because we already have our idea. Right? She told him, I still have to take care of the house. I still got to pay all the bills. Then he comes around and asks her, well, why does he have to provide? Had he been listening, he could have asked her a better question.
Then what was the problem? You said he was emotionally available.
I wasn't around enough.
So it's
That was
you
the
then.
problem.
So you were you just said he was the problem.
When did I say that?
And this is once again, Ali doesn't listen. She said, I clearly heard what she said. She said, I liked it, whatever, but there was always something missing. So she was admitting that so when he went out and had a baby from another woman, she blessed him. Once again, men don't like to listen to women. We got this idea how women should be, and when they tell us the way they are and the way things should be in their lives, we constantly, no. This is what this is. This is the way. No, you said he was a problem. Well, she never said he was a problem. But this is what men do, right? We have this idea that women are good women and that sometimes they have big mouths and they can't be this, they can't be that. And the fact of it is, we're in a new era. Alpha females who are running households.
I said he had a baby on me. I left.
He was a beta. You said he was a beta. He was too over emotional.
Feminine, very feminine.
Ma'am, you said he was a beta. He was too emotional. He had a kid on you. Now you're trying to say you was the problem. Amelia, do you realize this though? Hold on.
Maybe we both are the problem.
Amelia, let me break it. Let me come down.
Okay?
Amia. That's a nice name too.
Thank you.
You don't know what you want. You really don't know who you are. You don't know what you're looking for. And there's not really still accountability because you flip-flopping on your answer. One moment one moment you say he not the man, then you say he was man enough and you weren't there. And you know who else did this last time? And let me tell you this. There was a sister that she, and there's this thing about y'all know how to get men and be feminine when you need to, but then when a man get in a relationship with you, he's like y'all turning into monsters. There was a sister named Shy that was on the other show. She did the same thing you did. Like it's like y'all are emotionally available, but not. Y'all want to be the man, but not. You want to give everything and nothing at the same time when it's convenient. You all over the place.
I don't agree.
You just told me that though. You told us that. Truth right there. That's truth hurts right there. Like truth hurts is right here. Like you literally said he was a beta. He was over emotional. He had a kid on you. Then you said you were the problem because you weren't there.
I don't know if I say I wasn't the problem. I'm saying maybe the problem could have been avoided. Maybe that's how I meant to say it. Maybe I said it wrong. Maybe it came out of my throat.
Let me ask you something else. Let me ask you something.
Shoot.
If you wanted to go get this man back, would he take you back?
He's begging right now.
Then you the problem.
How?
The problem. Because y'all want, like I say, when you have a man that's vulnerable, you use that against them.
I'm not using it against him. I'm telling him that I'm.
Why you don't want him back? If he was such a good man, if he was such a good man, and you said you were the problem, you weren't there. Shay did the same. You know what?
You know what's funny? You know what's funny? This is great.
Let me finish. You done a lot of talking. I bet you talk with him too much too. Shay said the same thing. She tried to test her man. There was a girl that said she tried to test her man to see if he stand on business. When she told him she wanted somebody else, he stood on business and divorced her. But then she said she didn't want to do the work to get him back. Why won't you go get back the biological father of your son? Like, if you know you were the problem, why you don't go get that man back if he's begging to be with you?
Because, sir, listen, I don't believe I was the problem. That's why I let him. That's why I went to that lady's house, had a conversation with them.
You just said you was the problem. You just said
that doesn't mean. I said I led him to that woman for me not being around. Literally, I literally said that. I said I'm the reason he went to that woman. That's why he went to go fuck on her.
Who was the problem? So who was the problem?
He should have controlled himself. If I'm taking care of the house.
Ma'am, if you're not emotionally available and not catering to this man emotionally and not at the house, you just said you drove him to another woman's arm. You said you bring men from the bottom to the top. That. No, you said you take men from the bottom and take them to the top, but you put them on top of another woman. Y'all don't know.
I feel like you're hearing what you want to hear.
No, Amia, you know I'm being intentional. You want to hear yourself. You want to lead the ship, and when it's time for you to cater to somebody and love somebody else, you don't know how to love somebody else.
But
you don't want to learn. You don't want to learn how to love somebody else.
This is not true. This is invalid, like crazy. I love hard, like hard. That's why the nigga stayed for so long. What are you talking about?
Ma'am, you said you didn't love hard. You said you weren't emotionally available. He was. You said he was over emotional. You didn't show no emotion.
You know what I'm gonna say? Maybe I like money too much.
Oh my God.
Maybe I like money too much.
I'm I'm about to jump out this window, yo. Are y'all really? I'm starting to think y'all something's wrong with y'all brains. Like you're like y'all scattered.
But wait, can I ask you, what am I saying that's so wrong? Like, why are you getting so
ma'am, you flip, ma'am, you're saying you're not the problem, then you say he the problem, then you say he not the problem, you the problem.
I said, listen, let me elaborate. I said I definitely led him to that woman by me not being present because I was too worried about building a foundation for our house.
No, you didn't say that.
Okay?
You said no, you did it again. You didn't say building a foundation for your house, a family, or
making money is building a foundation.
You said I was too worried about money. That's what you said.
That's building a foundation because that's how you build one. You got to have money.
You know what? I know y'all do this back and forth. And you know what's funny? He's begging to be back with you because he really loved you. And once he gets back in that house with you, he'll realize why he left in the first place.
And I keep telling him the same thing. I keep telling him, you think you want to be with me because of how good things were when we were together. But honestly, you don't. I'm not there for you enough how you need me to be. I'm not clinging on your balls like you need me to.
How old are you?
30 something.
And keep playing around. You ain't gonna have no balls to cling to. That keep playing around. You ain't gonna. You think you still immortal because you got youth and you still look a certain type of way. And you get men coming at you, and what you gonna do? Mess around, not have no balls to cling on to. And
you know what's crazy?
Yes. Tell me about it.
After I left my son's father, the two men I've dated since I left my son's father were both very masculine.
And where are those men right now?
Well, one is not too far away. He's getting food, and the other one I left him because he had hella shit going on that I didn't know about.
So the other
these are two different times.
And so the other one's out fetching you food right now, so he's on his way back.
Yeah.
Okay, and how long have you been messing with him?
Since March.
And so are you guys? I'm sorry. Are you guys in a relationship?
Yes.
Then why are you still worrying about the other guy? Truth, why are you on here talking about the other guy?
I'm talking about my son's father because I felt like it resonated with the conversation everybody was having about alpha man. I mean, alpha woman, alpha man. Like, I'm not an alpha woman to this man.
You still love him?
My son's father?
Yes.
Like, yeah, I have love for him. Yeah, but I don't love him like I want to be with him. Not at all. I'm not telling him that all the time.
Then why are you on here talking about him?
Because I was going with the conversation that you guys are already having.
You on mute, Truth, or you talking to somebody else? Nah, I tell you what. You know what the red flags about? See, I knew this as a young man. When a woman keep talking about her ex or still referring to him, you using these guys as fillers, and you want to say they're alphas to justify why you got a man and make us believe that you got a man. You don't like them two guys, even if they're alphas. You like your baby daddy. That's who you had a kid with. That's who you still love. And you trying to lie to yourself. You want to come up here for us to lie to you too and the chat to lie to you so you feel like you're right, but you still love that man, and that's why you smiling. You don't like that guy to get food. You can't wait till they get out the house, but at least there's some man coming inside the house. You don't love him. You don't love the ex guy. You love.
What Ali is missing is she loves herself. That's who she loves the most. A woman would never love a man more than she loves herself. He keeps saying, oh, you love that guy. No, she loves herself. She loves what makes her happy. She doesn't give a fuck about these niggas. That's why when she went over to the girl's house, talked to the girl, she said, you two are made for each other. This is where you need to be. Because you were not making me happy. And that's just the root truth. But Ali is force feeding. Oh, you love this guy. You still love that guy. You know you love his dirty jaw. You'll take him back. No. She might fuck with him a little bit. Yeah, I mean, I don't overly love myself though, Mella. Women, y'all overly love yourselves. That y'all guys will destroy the family. Y'all get rid of, if your happiness is compromised and you feel that man is no longer doing what you want him to do, you get rid of him, Mella. I'm not saying hate yourself, Mella, but when you're in a committed relationship, it takes selflessness, not being selfish. And self-love is the component of being selfish. when you overly love yourself. Because if you overly love yourself, there's no way you can love no one else. And this is why it's easy for you to leave. This is why it's easy for you to get rid of your whole family, take your family and take it somewhere else and put another man there. It's easy for you to do that because you love yourself more than you love everybody. So with that being said, that makes you guys, in my opinion, quitters. So that's what Ali's missing. They talk to me the facts, and they talk to me there, and that's their nature. That's their nature. They don't really have to be taught that. That's just the way the nature of women is. They think they want it all, and they think they deserve everything they think they should get. They feel entitled, and if they're not getting what they feel they deserve, everybody's expendable to them. Everything around them is expendable. And this is why they're leading the divorce category. This is why they're leaving the most. Because women, ultimately, they want to be on top of the world. They want to be the ones, to be the victors. Self-love is their ideology, not selflessness.
Of that guy, and you need to go get that guy before you run out of balls to hang to, because once those men figure out you don't love them either, they out the door either. But I bet you them two got nothing on that man that you still love, and that's your problem. You want to come here and talk about him without talking about him. You came up here to say yes, you did. You was talking negative about him, and we had to pull the positive out of him. And when we let you, like Truth said, talk long enough, you know what, guys? I wasn't emotionally available for him. I worked too much. I was for money, and he got on top of another woman because I was never home. Like you justify. You know what? Women lie to men, women lie to each other, women lie to kids, and worse than that, women lie to themselves. And you still lying to yourself instead of go getting that man that you actually love.
So
it's crazy.
Please, excuse me. So you feel like everything I just said is because I want to be back with my
son? If it isn't love, why do I feel this way? Why does he stay on my mind? And if it is love, why do I feel this way?
This is what I'll say. Right?
This girl still love this man, yo.
Just to piggyback off that a little bit, right? All right. So let's just go a little bit deeper. Let's dive a little bit deeper. So you've been in a relationship with the masculine man since March, correct?
Correct.
And is this a committed relationship? Y'all just haven't like what is this? Like I want to what is this? What would you classify what you're in with this new guy? Can you not hear me?
I can hear you. I was looking for something to come out. It just didn't come out.
You know what it is.
That's what you have, a whole bunch of nothing. Is that safe to say? So you have a whole bunch of nothing?
No comment.
So let me get this straight. Hold on. See, this is why
he's an alpha though. Truth. He's an alpha.
He may be alpha. She's looking for a man to serve her. Because she had a kid for herself, not for him. Ignorant. And that's what we got to understand. Women, when they have kids, they have the kids for themselves. They don't have it for the man. They agree to it, but ultimately they have to want it for, But, this is why there's no problem with them taking the kids and leaving your ass. Women are selfish. They don't care. They will lie to the kid about the father. They will take a stepdaddy, put him in that, in the seat, and make him, look like an idiot Women don't give a fuck. When a woman get a stab daddy, she put him there she's gonna get a nigga that's gonna listen to her. If he don't listen to her and act and serve her the way she wanted to be served, he would be next. Women are looking for men to serve. So I have to end this live. Thank y'all for coming. Hit the like button. And I'm out.